Hi, and in today's Microsoft Word tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this typography gift for a member of your family or a friend. It is a slightly more time-consuming project. So what I'm going to do is show you how to make the various text, the text boxes, the types of font to use, how to manipulate the text by increasing the distances between the letters. And then I'm going to speed up the video so that you don't have to sit through the entire project, and then come together at the end just to show you how to finish it off. So let's get started. So the first thing to decide is whether or not you want your project to be in portrait mode or landscape mode. So for today's demonstration, I'm going to turn my page round into landscape mode. So I'm going to go up to the layout option at the top here, go to orientation, click on the drop down and select landscape. The next thing I've done is I've gone ahead and I've made a list of all the different terms and text that I want to include in my project on a separate document, so I can just simply go ahead and copy and paste. So I'll just move back to my original document, and we're going to use word art for this particular project. So I'm going to go to Insert, along to Word Art, click on this particular icon, and then for this one I'm just going to type in the text. Then to select all your text, just simply click Command or Control A, and then you can go to the Home tab. Then you can increase or decrease the size of your font. You can change its case here, and you can also change the size here by either scrolling through and clicking on one of the options, or you can enter the size that you want here. So let's say, for example, I wanted 50, press enter, and my text is increased. Likewise, you can go up here and select your different font. Now for this demonstration, the reason I've chosen this one is because it has lots of different options for me. So to enable me to create a little bit of interest in the project, I'm given a number of options with the medium, the demi-bold, the bold and the heavy. Now you can go ahead and select a similar font which also gives you those options, or you can just select a range of different fonts to suit your needs. So I'm going to select this one here, and in order to change the colour of my font, I'm going to go up to this tab here, click on the drop down, and then I'm going to go across to more colours. And then I'm just going to use my cursor to move my circle in my colour wheel, and then just click OK. Now because this is the name of the individual, I'm going to make that stand out a little bit more, and just go back up to my font and select bold, and just increase that a little bit more. Okay, so once we've got that where we want it, we can just simply move that anywhere in our project. Now for the first part of this demonstration, I'm going to insert some of my text and show you how I rotate it and change some of the font. And then I'm going to speed up the video whilst I create the rest of the text and show you how to finish the project. So again, I'm going to go to Insert, Word Art, and select my option. Go back to my list, copy and paste using Command or Control C, Command or Control V. Then I'm going to highlight my text, go up to the Home tab, select my font size, and then I'm just going to move that text. So I'm just going to place my cursor by double clicking, or hold the function key down and click into my text box. Then Command or Control A will highlight all of your text. Then right click and go down to font. Once you've done that, you may be in this option here. If you are, then just click Advanced. This section will now appear, which gives you the ability to change the spacing between your letters. And this is quite important when trying to make some text. fit into small or larger spaces. If you click on this drop down here, it will allow you to expand or condense the space between your text. So I'm just going to click expand, and I'm going to increase the spaces between my letters to 2 points. Once I've done that, I'm just going to click OK. And as you can see, the spaces between my letters has increased. This will allow me to make sure that all of my letters and my text fit into my project. Again, I'll go to Insert, Word Art, again, go back to my list, highlight, copy, and then paste it. Then select it all, Command or Control A, go up to the Home tab, I'm going to increase the size, change the font size, change the font, and then I'm just going to change the font colour to dark grey, and then I'm just going to move that along. And now if you want to rotate it to become vertical text, then you need to use this icon at the top here. And all you need to do is just click and drag round, and when it clicks to 270, you'll know that it's vertical. Then you can go ahead and move that anywhere around your project. Now the next thing to show you is how to align texts that are next to each other and you want to line up the sides of it. So all you need to do is to click on one of the boxes, hold the Command or Control key down, and simply click on the other text that you want to line up. Go up to Shape Format, go along to this Align tool, click on the drop down and select Align to Left. Now you can align to the centre and of course to the right. If you've got vertical text like this, you can also align to the top, middle or bottom, completely up to you. And now you can see that all the lines in the little square boxes line up. Now if you click off and you look at it and you think it's not quite right, then you can of course use your arrow keys to click left or right to line it up until you're happy. So now you know how to enter all the different text. I'm going to go ahead and create all of my different text. I'll be fitting it in the jigsaw puzzle around the name, and then I'll come back at the end and show you how to make it all square at the end using a box. Okay, so as you start to get towards the end and you start building the edges, if you go to Insert, go along to the Shape icon, click on the drop down and select Square. Then all we need to do is just click and drag Now try to make the square roughly the size of your margins or the size of your project. Don't worry about where it is in the project at the moment because we'll align it in a second. And then just click off. Then make sure you're on the Shape Format tab. Click on the Shape Fill icon and click on the drop down and select No Fill. You're then given this outline around the edge. Now to make sure this shape is at the very back of our document and it's not covering any of our text, just go up to the Send Backwards icon here, click on the drop down and select Send to Back. Once you're happy with that, go up to this icon that says Position, click on the drop down, and if you select this Send to Text icon or Center icon here, it will align your square or your rectangle to the center of your document. Now, if you notice that the margins at the top and the sides aren't where you want them to be, then just simply make sure that the shape is highlighted or selected. Click on the box in the middle and then just drag up or down. Once you're happy with the size of your margins, and once again you can check it's in the middle, select the position icon and click center. Now what that allows you to do is to start to line up your text with this border. So if I just go ahead and move this one over, then once I'm happy, it means that that corner text is in place and it's not going to move. Likewise, this text here is this close to the line. Now if you want to, you can line them up exactly like this, and then ensure that all the text therefore is lined up almost with, let's say, 1 millimetre between the text and the line. And just use your arrow key to just nudge that text left or right. And then you can go ahead and do that with the rest of your text. Okay, so as you can see, that took a little bit of time just to nudge things and play with the fonts and the bold sizes, etc, etc. So once you're finished, all you need to do is get rid of this outline here. Now that can be a little bit tricky, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this box here with this text. I'm going to copy it, then I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to grab hold of this, because sometimes it's really difficult to try to get hold of this outline. Then I'm going to delete it. Then all I'm going to do is click again and paste, and then just move this text box to the back here and just eyeball that so that we can pop that on the margins again. So as you can see, once your project is finished, it does make quite a nice gift. You can go ahead now and just pop this through the printer and then you can frame it. So I hope that's helped you today. It's not an easy project to do. It does take a little bit of time, but the effect is really nice and I think it makes a really lovely gift for somebody. If you have enjoyed it and it has been helpful, please subscribe and have a great day.